What's going on YouTube? Here's your guy, Ollie the Bastard. And I'm about to actually go through a lot of Austin Holloman's recent videos. See, because Austin Holloman has actually started putting out videos lately. Giving his honest opinion about relocating to Nairobi and living in Nairobi. And because of the fact that I have been in Nairobi back for 2.5 years, back between 2020 to around the point when my dad died, right after the pandemic, I wanted to make sure that, what I'm saying, like, I actually gave a clear, clear conscious, just a total rating of whether or not you can believe what he's saying because of the fact that he's actually doing this thing now where he's doing like these seminars and teaching people how to work online, things of that nature. Like, based off of what he says in these videos here that I have set up, I'm going to tell you whether or not he's being honest and truthful about what he's saying, or if he is just a total bullshit lie. You know, I really do. I really do understand a lot of where he's coming from. There is a certain type of demographic of people from the United States that should never go to Nairobi. That should never go to Nairobi. I've only watched like maybe two of these videos so far, but I'm gonna go through all of them. I'm gonna go in like a receding order, and then we could just actually just go and try to kind of figure it out. And at one point in time, I think only if I feel cool enough, and only if I have enough subscribers in the audience that actually ask for it, I'll go ahead and I'll put some of my old videos up when I owned my bar there in Kenya, and when I was like constantly drunk. And and I was just and even an interview I did with some Sudanese people out in Eldoret. So with that being said, let's get with it. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna put a bunch of information out there. Yo, what's going on? Nomadi Komoto. Okay, Nomadi Komoto. There we go. I know I sound Spanish as fuck saying that, but yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry about that. But anyways, so we're gonna talk about Austin Holloman. We're gonna actually look at what he has been promoting because he said that he had the wrong type of audience going to traveling to Nairobi. And I do agree. I'm not gonna lie. There is a certain type of American that should never be in Nairobi. Never in Nairobi. But and that's only one of the two videos I saw. But let's go ahead and go ahead on. Let's take a look here. Share that screen. And let's see here. Which one was that one? There we go. All right. We about to get with it now. Let's take a look. So is Austin Holloman a liar or not about these videos that he's put out? And the only reason why I'm actually going in on these videos is because of the fact that he's charging $20 for like a study session where people can come in and listen to him talk and listen to him give them game on actually living in Africa. So if he didn't do this, I really wouldn't have made this. I don't think I really have an opinion about Austin. Like Austin's just I can actually say he's one person I'm just super neutral on. I'm really neutral on Austin, and like the only reason I think the only time I've ever defended him was when that gay dude, Pencil Man, just kept messing with this guy over and over again and following him and trying to figure out where he was living. That was just kind of weird to me, but yo, it was so weird. It was so weird for a man to know exactly where you at all the time. That was just zesty as hell to me. But anyways, that's size point. Let's go ahead on and take a look at Austin. And we're gonna start off with the stop listening to people. And then from that, I'm gonna keep going and going. And we're gonna go down his entire list of what's going on, the wacky world of OTV. Let's if and once again, I'm gonna show you guys. Like, matter of fact, I almost want to show you guys at first my videos. I got them already pulled up here, showing that I was in Kenya. That I mean, I was living there. I owned a business in Kenya. You know, like I mean, it was fun, but I'm literally speaking from my personal experience compared to Austin's. You know what I'm saying? So let's hit it though. Let's listen to the first one. This one's entitled "Stop Listening to People."
Don't listen to nobody else, because I hear people doing all this research. Stop doing research. Stop, because the research is leading you the wrong way. But if you're somebody that's looking to buy apartments, right? Like, I mean, I stay in a high rise in prime side of town. My apartment costs about $104,000. I can tell you right now, in Dallas, Texas, that apartment would be somewhere close to a $700,000-800,000. Okay, for that same type of real estate in that same part of the city, and the rent would be somewhere around $4 or $5 a month. Okay, if you guys want to buy those sort of things, this is the move that you make. Okay, the content that I'm telling you guys on this channel is relevant to you. Okay, budget travelers, this is not the channel. You can watch it for entertainment, education, but you're not gonna be able to implement. Okay, go back and look at my webinars where I taught people how to make money online and the businesses you could start and the things you could do.
Ooh,
Okay.
ooh, yeah, I get you.
Because I can't
Okay.
do it. But anyway, again, for those people that want to relocate and you want to do it the right way, you don't want to make the same mistakes that other people have made. You don't want to have to redo stuff. You don't want to get scammed. You don't want to buy a work visa and then get a 5-year visa in return. Click the link in the first pinned comment. And again, you will be screened.
All right. So one thing at the beginning that he did say that I don't totally agree with is don't try to do your due diligence and try to investigate or look at things online. I don't agree with it totally. All right. It really depends. Where do you get your content from? All right. Look, me personally, I have 500 fucking subscribers on my shit. Like, I get absolutely nothing from lying to you guys. Nothing whatsoever. I mean, and then on top of that, you guys see me and I'm never in the United States. So I would say yes, if somebody actually has your best interest in heart. And honestly, at the end of the day, I don't want to see anybody fucking struggle. And honestly, my thing is the whole reason why I left the United States was mainly because of the dating. It was hard. I'm sorry, I'm awkward. And I talk a lot of shit. I talk a lot of shit. And honestly, it doesn't like my natural self. I'm not saying I'm alpha, beta, any of that, but just me as myself being like screamed at by a woman, and I'm supposed to just sit there and just take it and be a bitch. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, no, I can't do it. Anyways, but then on top of that, it's the amount that of rent. Rent is ridiculous. It's not just New York no more. At one point in time, there was an old guy with some weird Don King haircut and a fucked up beard telling everybody rent's just too damn high. But it's not just in New York anymore. It's throughout the entire United States. I remember just about 6 years ago, I could get a 1 bedroom apartment in Orlando, Florida, and it could be about $600. It could be about $700. I could get one for 800 if it was. I could get a 1 bedroom house for eight, but those days are gone. And so I want to make sure like I see where he's leaning with this. He's talking about buying apartments, and yes, I know for a fact he's about to go down the path of it's cheap. It's cheap. My home in Eldoret, I pay literally, well, it used to be $100, but now it's at 130. Like, chalk that up to inflation. But yeah, so what I do agree with is where he's going with this. What I don't agree with is don't do your own investigative thing online. Yes, of course. Anytime before you're about to go somewhere else, you take as much information as you possibly can from many people and then factor in exactly who has a reason to lie, who doesn't have a reason to lie. Um, and you put all that together and then you just make an informed decision with all the facts, all the intel that you gather. That would be the easiest way of doing it. Me myself personally, when I left, I just knew that I was all right. I've always been good no matter what. I've always been good, and I've always been good at customer service. So for me, it's always been a customer service job. That's the reason why I'm able to live here, why I was able to live in the Philippines, why I was able to live anywhere. Dominican Republic. When I go places, it's not like I'm just going for a vacation. I go and I live. I actually live. And sometimes I live below the means just so that way I can actually see how other people live, and just to see how society is. And then sometimes just to help people out. Like I remember I had like a whole bunch of kids inside of the house in the Dominican Republic with the girl I was with because like none of them seen what a PlayStation 5 was, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then ended up going on ahead and giving them all. I gave them all a turn on PlayStation, and we were just gaming out and just chilling. You know what I'm saying? And I just got to speak to everybody in Spanish. I learned Spanish. It's cool. But anyways, I am getting off the subject. Let's keep going. Let's go to his next video. This next short. We're just going through the shorts right now. This one is. I will put you in the right networks.
Don't listen to nobody else because I hear people doing all this research.
I hate
Stop
that.
doing owning a car.
Hold on.
If you guys are interested in moving to Nairobi, Kenya, you want me to give you the straightforward stuff, and you want to have. If you guys are interested in moving to Nairobi, Kenya, you want me to give you the straightforward stuff, and you want to have the right network of people that are going to lead you in the right direction. That's my personal network, okay, that I hold accountable. I don't allow scammers in my network, obviously, okay? And you want somebody to pick you up from the airport, you want somebody to give you a city tour, somebody to go and show you the right safari tour to do and a nightlife tour, everything that you would need to know. You can click the link in the first pinned comment description, and you can have our pre-screening, because I will tell my assistants to ask you a series of questions to see if you qualify to even be considering relocating. And keep in mind, this is for relocating.
Mm.
If you want to visit, that's whatever. But I'm tired of Americans coming to Kenya,
I get it.
and other parts of Africa
I get it.
with no income, thinking that they had $3,000 in their bank account and they could live for 6 months. It's not gonna happen. Especially if you're a single man, it's a party.
Yo, when I first went to Nairobi, one of the things because all right, when I went to Nairobi, when I landed in Nairobi, um, all right, I was going to meet somebody in Eldoret, and I went directly there. I think I spent like 2 nights in Nairobi. When I was leaving Nairobi, I seen a lot of things. I seen when I left Nairobi to get in a car to go directly, I guess it's north. I don't know where Eldoret is, but I know it was like 7 hours, 6 or 7 hours away. I got in a van and I was leaving. I was leaving Nairobi, and I didn't know that the person who had set up the Airbnb for me set me up in a very nice place, you know. But one thing I did see when I was leaving out was a homeless white person. hmm It was a homeless white guy. He was out on the road and he had no pants on. He had on a shirt and his hair was matted. I thought the man had dreadlocks. To this day, I think the man had locks. I'm like, dang, what kind of is that a brother from another mother? Mother? He was like, I was talking to the cab driver. "Oh, that's a white guy. How does that happen here in Nairobi?" He was like, they come and they don't have enough money and they stuck. And I'm like, whoa. So, yeah, you can't just go and relocate and expect for everything to be hunky fucking dory when you go to Nairobi. You got to have income and you got to have backup income. Me, I was blessed. I was getting on to the whole virtual online work from home thing. I was able to go ahead and pay my way. But if at any point in time, and see, that's one thing that I just thank Jesus about. If I ever lost my job at any point in time, or because of the fact that there was so many different issues when I was getting set up, that I would have literally been homeless And when you're with a woman, and I was staying with a woman when I first went, and when you're with a woman and you're living with a woman and you cannot pay what you need to pay, those women in Kenya have absolutely, there's no just shacking up and just chilling out and expecting that girl to actually keep taking care of your ass. Them black women don't play. You ain't got your money, you getting out. You getting the fuck out. You screw your stuff. Kenyan women don't play. Oh no. Giving women when women don't play, they expect for you to be the damn provider, especially if you're coming from first world country. So, yeah, make sure you have your money set up. And I just it just so happened I always put money in the side just in case something ever happened, And like even to this day, I wish I could thank the woman who I actually went to see, but she ended up dying of cancer not too long ago. Hurts me. And she was a good woman. It was just she wasn't for me. Yeah. But anyways, so that's the point. We're gonna get into dating and stuff because I'm sure Austin's gonna get into it. But yeah, he is totally right about that. You cannot just go there $6,000 in your bank account and expect to just be there for 6 months and then expect to not pay for any damn thing for real. And it's not that it's cheap. It's cheap as up compared if you're using American money, but it's not that cheap. And there's so many different things that actually builds up, like when you're just living on a daily basis. Like me, for instance. All right, uh, prime example. Me, my lifestyle and my eating habits were different than others there. Um, if you go and get like a combo from like a restaurant, it usually involves something that's called ugali. I absolutely hate ugali. I hate it. I would never buy a combination of or a meal that includes ugali. I would have to substitute it with something else. Now, mind you, ugali is the staple food of Kenya. So it's served everywhere. And in jail, yes. Trust me, I know it firsthand. In jail, it's even served there. But I hate it. It has absolutely no taste. But me, I would actually tweak how I eat and I would ask for like something else, like a form of bread or something like that. And it would make the meal go up in price because of the fact that it's supposed to be slated for with ugali. There's something like that could be the difference between a $4 meal and a $7 meal if you make the if you keep making changes to what's supposed to be set in front of you. So like it's just that. And then on top of that, like a lot of little things, like I mean, going like maybe a mile or two down the street and it only being $4, you think that it's just cool. But after a while, those $4 add up. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Like it just adds up. And then at one point in time, you would have noticed that you've been going all over the place, but you've actually killed about $20 in the past hour just because of the fact that you're going places. And then don't even get me started if you're not close enough to your destination in Nairobi, because Nairobi's big. And sometimes you're not going just a mile or two down the street. Like if you're going to a place with that's lit and it's fun or whatever. So yeah, I do agree with Austin on this.
Owning a car in a place like Nairobi is not going to be as cheap as you would think because the roads are not the greatest. Okay, that they do have good roads. I've seen some. It's not like blood diamond roads where they're in the middle of the Congo or Angola, wherever that was at. And they got dirt roads everywhere in the car. The shocks is all messed up. It's not the smoothest roads. It's not like Namibia smooth, but you're gonna have issues with maintenance. Okay, yeah, I mean, luckily there's not as many break-ins in Nairobi, so you won't have to worry about that. But
Mhm.
from now on, I'm your only friend. If you want to relocate to a place like Nairobi, Kenya, do not call me if you are living a budget lifestyle. I'm going to go ahead and filter that out now. You can sit here and take as much free.
I want to say he's arrogant on that and he's just being a dick, but I can't. I honestly can't. Let me go back. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna break down the first half of this video.
Owning a car in a place like Nairobi is not going to be as cheap as you would think because the roads are not
It's
the
not.
greatest. Okay,
And no, like, and
that they do have good roads. I've seen some. It's not like blood diamond roads where they're in the middle of the Congo or Angola, wherever that was at. And they got dirt roads everywhere in the car. The shocks is all messed up. It's not the smoothest roads.
okay, he's right. And he's saying that there are good roads. Yes, there are good roads. But for the majority, if you're in Nairobi, even if you're jumping into Wasili, if you're jumping into Wasili and you're going from place to place, like, I promise you, like, your gut, there's so many potholes that the person has to go around. And then one thing he doesn't mention here so far is the fact that Kenyans drive freaking crazy. Like, they drive, and it's like, if you have like the reflexes to fuck with them, okay, more power to you. Just do it. I guess drive if you want to, but no, your tires are gonna be screwed up. There's gonna be a point in time where you're gonna not see that pothole, and there's plenty of potholes. And even when they do fill up the pothole, it's literally like one of those potholes is filled up, but it's like a overfilled cupcake brim or something like that. Like, yeah, it's not really smoothed out like that. Like, they literally just, and that's only gonna be on streets. Let me make sure I say this. That's only gonna be on streets that are main roads. If it's not a main road that someone drives down constantly, 9 times out of 10 there's like the streets are terrible. And the further you get away from Nairobi, let me make sure I say this. If you're in a car, you could be in a Wasili or Uber or whatever, and there are dirt roads. And those dirt roads are the most annoying if you're on the back of a motorbike. If you're on the back of a motorbike, and especially if you're heavy, you can be sitting in a bunch of mud, and that person is, and you ain't going no gosh damn well. Okay? Like, it's serious now. And then you can be in a car and you can be trapped in mud like a moron if you get further away from Nairobi. So keep that in mind. But yeah, bro's not lying about this. He ain't lying. It's just, I really want to put a little bit more. I just want to put a little bit more emphasis on how horrible those roads are sometimes. I mean, there are roads that they keep pristine, but I mean, if it's not a main road, you kind of screwed.
It's not like Namibia smooth, but you're gonna have issues with maintenance. Okay, yeah, I mean, there's not as many break-ins in Nairobi, so you won't have to worry about that. But
Okay, I can see that.
from now on, I'm your only friend. If you
Uh,
want to
Shut
relocate
up. I'm gonna leave that alone.
to a place like Nairobi, Kenya, do not call me if you are living a budget lifestyle. I'm going to go ahead and filter that out now. You can sit here and take as much free information off my channel as you want to.
Mm.
Okay, and you can get tips and tricks on, where to eat the best ugali and all that kind of stuff, right? But for people that are serious about relocating to the other side of the world that they know nothing about and that want to do it the right way, that want to have consistent water, that want to have good
Uh,
security, that want to
uh,
have consistent electricity and good internet.
yep. And let me make sure I say this because, all right, he may like. I didn't like the point when he said, "I'm your best friend," like that, but he may be. He may be. It depends on your situation. And I mean, yeah, keeping water in your crib, it's not always easy. And then on top of that, you would always want to make sure that there's at least a tank on top of your house. Let me make sure I say that. If you ever get an apartment, I'm not trying to take away from Buddy's shit, or I'm not trying to take away from it. What I'm saying, his also for his services, but make sure you get if you get an apartment, make sure that there's always a constant flow of water. Make sure that you know how much Kenyan shillings goes into this little digital thing, because it's like this little digital thing where digital device where you could actually type in how much money, you type in your code and stuff like that, and you could add money to your electricity meter. You have a meter, but it's prepaid. If you are sitting up there relying on internet, that's Wi-Fi, and you don't have anything else, and you don't have enough credit on your phone, and the electricity goes off in your house, guess what? You're gonna have to go out in the middle of the day all night and try to figure out where to go and get a card to go and add more money on to your shit. It really is a lot of stuff. It's a lot. I've made these mistakes plenty of times. It yeah, Austin's right on this one too. Like, I mean, so far, Austin's been on point about everything. Let me look at the comments real quick. What's going on, wacky world of TV? A man following you and trying to find out where you live is someone who need their ass kicked. Yeah, and that was kind of not True Freeman. My bad. That was kind of the Peso Man's thing with Austin. He just wanted to follow this man around, and wherever he went, that's the reason why I went after Peso Man in this channel's early YouTube career. I went after Peso Man. That boy was zesty. Like, it just seems weird. Uh, Nomadi Komoto says, crazy thing is he moved out there with 3K and was banking on YouTube and donations. And see, that's the thing. Austin actually had such a following. He was the face of Passport Bros at one point, which was a blessing and a curse because of the fact that he had so much. He had so many people who actually just backed him and wanted to understand how to do what he was doing. And he was doing it at such a freaking young age. Like, Austin's not the same cat we knew back when he was on that damn on Fox News and all this other ish. You know what I'm saying? Austin's not the same guy. This man's matured. Like, I have a huge degree of respect for Austin Holloman. He's not who he was. And honestly, one thing I do like about Austin, and I mean, there's a lot of things that I think he's a condescending asshole sometimes. Like, don't get me wrong. But at the exact same time, even right now, we're going through his videos. I haven't found one gosh damn lie. And if he's real, he's real. I mean, honestly, every step of the way, even when it came to the Floyd shit, he thought he was helping out a fucking retard. That's all it was. That's what Austin thought he was doing. He was helping out a retarded boy. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, bro's heart's in the right place. I just hope that his heart doesn't get too damn dark after dealing with all this crap with Floyd, and then dealing with his trauma. Like, I mean, Floyd messed up a lot for people. He really did. And for also to put that kind of, you know what I'm saying, that kind of stake of equity inside of him. And then wow, just thinking about how Floyd actually turned out at the end of the day, that's some hurtful shit, man. That's some hurtful shit. I mean, I'm pretty sure that shit probably hurt that man because he really, really was looking out for that boy. But anyways, I'm getting off. I digress once again. Let's continue. But I'm trying to be like, if Austin says anything is bullshit, I promise you, I am going to call that shit out. I'm just at this, what, the fourth video? I haven't found anything yet. I want there to be something here where he's lying or he's embellishing a little bit too much. I haven't found anything.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what you need to know. The stuff that I said on this channel is catered to those people, not to somebody whenever they open the window, it looks like they're in the middle of a slum. Okay, I'm assuming most Americans don't want to live. I mean, hell, I'd stay in the United States if I had to do that instead. So I don't know if y'all are running from ICE or what. But anyway, owning a car in a place like Nairobi, if you guys want to relocate to Nairobi, Kenya, I'm gonna start telling people you need anywhere from $3,500 to $4,000. I'm not gonna say anything else cheap because it's attracting the wrong crowd. And
How much do you need to live in Nairobi, Kenya? Let me think. I would say that you can get a decent apartment. Decent. Now this is decent. Um, a decent apartment for about 40,000. So 40,000. Let's look at 40,000 Kenyan shillings and convert that into US dollars. One moment. That'll be about $310. That'll be about $310 a month. So, let me start off by saying this. Um, oh, and thanks for the Ringo shout out. Oh, okay, yeah, what's going on, bro? My bad, man. I was sorry. I'm trying to get to you all the way through. Vito Boogie. Give me a second, man. So $40,000. That 40,000 Kenyan shillings. That's gonna end up converting over into 310 US dollars. That there, right there, all of that. That's gonna end up giving you an apartment for the month. So now, if you add in food, you have to think about food on your own on your own thing, because it's like I can't tell you about food. Me personally, I eat I eat keto on a ketogenic diet. So all of my food is expensive as shit because I can't eat anything besides meat. I can't have rice. I can't have ugali. I can't have anything. I'm eating yamachoma all day, and I'm drinking cow head soup, which is good, by the way. I know it sounds disgusting, but cow head soup. You ever go to Kenya, try it. I'm doing like a lot. You know what I'm saying? But factor in that, factor in your fun time. It really depends. If you're doing PlayStation, plus you're using electricity, air conditioning, things of that nature, I would say you're using about maybe $120 per month. I mean, it's really like he's not wrong about it. All right, I wouldn't put it to where he put it. I wouldn't say 3,000. I think you could live and have a comfortable lifestyle with 2,500 per month. Per month, I would say that. I just would never do that shit. I wouldn't do it, but you technically can. You can. And then the further away you get away from Nairobi, um the less it costs. So I mean, if you go out to some place that's like maybe about, I don't know, maybe about 50 miles away from Nairobi, in between Nairobi and Nakuru, something like that, you can end up possibly playing for a place that's like 200. Like the place I have is like 120 right now. So yeah, I mean, I he's not totally wrong. Now let me get to what Buddy said. B Dub Boogie said, man, shoot. What he say? What he say? What he say? Yo, what's good, fam? That email ain't been working for me. Trying to get plugged with that work from home. I sent you the freaking link, V Dub Boogie. I sent you that link, boy. Gosh, damn Vita Boogie, I sent you that damn link. All right, I'll make sure, man. Look, hit my email up one more time. Ollie the Bastard Reloaded at gmail.com. Please, buddy. I hope you hear it. Oh, okay, okay. Hit me up at Ollie the Bastard Reloaded.com. I will send you all that lady's link. I actually should put this shit out here for everybody. It's the work from home job queen. Like, she's actually really fucking good. That and Rat Race Rebellion. I'm literally telling y'all this online for free because of the fact that honestly, like, I mean, it just works. Like, not everybody wants to go. Beat up. I remember he doesn't even want to leave. It's not like he's trying to relocate, but everyone should be able to have the ability to work where they want. And if you're good at customer service, if you are good at speaking, if you're good at problem solving, stuff like that, Upwork, Rat Race Rebellion.com, work from home job queen. Like that should be something everyone should know. Teleperformance is always hiring. VXI. I don't even want to say it if I don't remember the name correctly, but there's so many different places where you guys can go, and you guys can just go ahead and just totally set up work from home stuff. Um, I remember, like, I can't remember the name of the place that I worked at that I loved so gosh daggone much. I loved it. It was Teleperformance, I think it was, right? Yeah, it was Teleperformance. Teleperformance. If you actually get on with Teleperformance, let me make sure I tell you guys this. They have the Apple thing where you can actually sign up and get on and work as a customer service representative for Apple. And if you work as a customer service rep for Apple, they're going to send you a brand new Apple computer. They're going to send you a brand new Apple computer. They're going to send you wireless keyboard, the Apple wireless keyboard. They're going to send you that beautiful ass, sleek Apple wireless mouse. They're going to send you every gosh damn thing you need at Teleperformance if you get with them. Now, one thing I want to say, but I shouldn't say, but I'm going to say this. If you feel like they fired you and you didn't deserve to be fired, but you want to keep that computer, holler at your boy. I will make sure you keep that computer and you can use it for your own shit. But yeah, like, I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there, and that one you will pay for it. If I actually walk you through the steps of fucking doing that shit, because it takes about an hour, yeah, eh, fuck you, you're gonna pay for that. I'm sorry, it's a lot of time and a lot of labor, and I hated it. I hated it, but I was really good at it, and that's the reason why I kept my beautiful Apple. But anyways, man, man, shoot, man, yo, whenever you get a chance, be done, man, shoot. I mean, yo, I'm all with it, man. Shoot. Just make sure that I'm not working. And remember, you know what I'm saying? Like when you guys are asleep, I'm awake. So yeah. But not a problem, VW Boogie. Just hit me up, Ollie the Bastard Reloaded.com, and we could go ahead and set that up. Now let's go ahead on and finish through all of Austin's stuff. I'm not doing all the Austin shit today. I'm just not doing it. He made way too many shorts, and I don't feel like going through all this. But so far, Austin ain't really lied, except for that huge ass number that he was giving out for living there per month. You're not gonna live like a king for 2,000 a month, but you can live mid class for 2,000 a month. For 2,000 a month, you could even like. I mean, I was saying that it would be like maybe 30K or so for I'm sorry, 40K, $40,000 Kenyan shillings for like a place. But I mean, I've seen decent places at 30,000. Like I mean, it really depends. It's really about your taste. It's really gonna actually come down to what it is that you like and what it is that you want. Me, I'm a minimalist. As long as I have my PlayStation, a balcony, and nice lights and gym access, yeah, I'm not a minimalist anymore. That's just dead. But and that's one thing that's gonna end up happening too. When you start living outside the country and you can start seeing all the crazy shit you can have, like you might have been a minimalist in the United States, but that was by necessity. You're gonna end up wanting more. You're gonna keep wanting more, and it's gonna keep making you want to look for more work and Upwork. In case I didn't say Upwork, I'm sorry. Upwork's a good place to actually get jobs at too. But yeah, you're gonna keep wanting more money, and you're gonna want to keep upgrading your lifestyle. And then on top of that, like the women in Kenya, these women here are just like incredible. They will push you to want to do more, not in a bad way, but like the motivation you need. I'm sorry, a woman with a big, juicy, round taco just shaking it and saying, "Go to work, daddy." That turns me on every time. Turns me on every time. And I instantly get on this damn laptop. That's why I don't make these too many videos. See, this is how you know whether or not whether or not you should be listening to the person. How many videos do they really make? I ain't gotta convince nobody of shit. At the end of the day, I just love my life. It's so freaking fun. But shouts out to Honest Austin so far. Because other than this, I agree with everything you said. I do. But you totally want to have that money per month. You do not come out here on 2,000. You don't go to Uganda on 2,000, $6,000, 8,000, 10,000. You will blow through that shit so quickly. No, have like something saved up and then have a steady form of income the whole time.
And it's sending the wrong message by setting people up for failure, thinking that they can just come live very cheap. I mean, and you can live a good life outside of Nairobi,
Mhm.
for very cheap, but you will be far outside of Nairobi. Okay.
Very,
I know people that have 3-bedroom
very.
apartments that are paying a quarter of what my rent is.
Yep,
Yeah, but
yep.
all of their friends live on my side. So it only makes sense to pay that amount of rent, and it makes sense if they stay
Mhm.
there, because if you go an hour into Nairobi, an hour back, you're talking $15 in Ubers. If you do that 3 or 4 times a week, 4 weeks out of the month, you're probably gonna be paying the same amount of rent that I'm paying, and you probably just better off.
And let me make sure I actually give you guys like a visual picture, a mental picture. I'm sorry, a mental picture of what he's saying. So consider Nairobi, New York City. You're in New York City. You're there. If you want a cheeseburger, you got 15 damn different types. You want a pizza, I bet you can find the one that you like. If you want a landscaper, if you want anything you want, you go to NYC and it's right there. Now, let me because this is something I really want to touch on. I really want you guys to understand this. You go 20 miles outside of the city of Nairobi, and I promise you, you are in Mocone, Mississippi. That's where you at. You in Mocone, Mississippi. And I dare you to go look for some pizza because you won't find it. You won't find it out there, boy. Whoo! No. No, 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 no. Go 15 miles. Go in between. If you go in between Nakuru, which is the next city I know over from Nairobi. It may not be the very next city over. I know that's the only stop when I'm going when I'm taking a van and I'm going from Nairobi to Eldoret. But if you go in the middle of that and you were to stop, like I really want you guys to understand, there's like there's fields on both sides of your car when you're driving down this road and you're going and you're leaving Nairobi. Now, if you find some form of a settlement out there in the middle of nowhere, you don't want to stay there. I mean, honestly, it's so desolate out there in that space between Nairobi to Nakuru that there's actually freaking big apes. There's big apes that actually walk up to the road and people sometimes actually give them bananas and fruits and shit. And really, literally monkeys, big ass monkeys be coming up. Like not like little monkeys, but like apes be coming up. And I wish I had actually recorded that when I first went through. But yeah, that shit fucked me. It messed me up. Like I'm like them them apes, and he's like, yeah, that's apes, brother. I'm like, I want one. Like, nah, nigga, I don't know. I don't know. I wanted an ape. I wanted an ape. I don't know. I wanted an ape named Chim Chim. Shit was cool as fuck. I just wanted to teach him how to play Xbox with me and just chill and drink alcohol and beat my wife with me. Anyways,
Being where I'm at. So you're gonna be by trying to live a cheap lifestyle, you're gonna be sacrificing safety, electricity,
that is true.
water issues, and a very large distance from where everything is at.
Right. And I just actually jumped on that part. But now I want to make sure I say this. Safaricom is the leading fiber optic internet, home internet there in Nairobi. It's perfect. But the further you get away from Nairobi, the worse that is. I'm telling you right now, if you're working online and you're far from Nairobi, it can rain and your internet's going out and it's out for about 3 4 hours, and not all the time do employers want to hear that bullshit. So you know what I'm
So
saying?
if you
Yeah, I'm just letting you guys know. But Austin was on point. Austin's kind of. I'm gaining a lot of respect for Austin Holloman. I'm really gaining a lot of respect for Austin Holloman because I mean I didn't live his type of lifestyle. Hold on, let me show y'all my lifestyle when I was out there. Just because I'm an ass and I'm weird. But yeah, let me show you my lifestyle when I was out there. And we're gonna get right back to Austin. Like I don't think I want to do it right now. I don't want to do it right now. I want to keep going down his shit. Maybe he may say something that'll trigger me to actually go and look at mine. I guess we could look at one of my King interviews. Not my King. It was a King. It was Kenyans, and we were all just getting drunk as hell in my bar. But yeah, yeah, we can look at it at the moment. But anyways, let's go. Let's continue.
Your main thing is to escape America because you're broke, right? Not because you can't find any good dates, not because you're trying to escape racism, or not because you're trying to get away from the new liberal tendencies that are popping up all around the country, or you're trying to escape ICE. Not those people. If you're trying to escape the United States right now because you don't have any money, this is not for you.
All right, now let me make sure I go in on this because I still agree with him. I'm trying not to agree with him, but I'm technically broke in the United States. Uh, I'm pretty sure that's what all the women told me. Um, I'm technically broke in the United States, but then my same income outside of the United States, it's not. I'm not broke. I can actually just live. So now, if you have absolutely no income in the United States, or you only make a $700 a month on SSI, some crazy shit like that, then yeah, nah, you don't. You need to stay there. You need to stay there and use everything that Uncle Sam has to give you. Anything that Daddy Government can give your ass, you need to take it and say yes, Daddy, yes, Pappy. That's what you need to do. But no. Outside of that, though, yeah, you can be a low earner if you have online income. I would say 2,500 per month. 2,500 per month. You're spending about 300 on your apartment. If you're actually living a decent lifestyle, it's going to cost a lot of money for you to actually get the furniture and all that stuff in the apartment. Though, don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, they make furniture right there in the damn shops there in damn Nairobi. It's not like you just literally go into department stores, IKEA and shit. Like, they make high quality fucking furniture right there on the gosh damn spot. They don't fuck around now. They make your bed right there. They can make your furniture, your couch, your love seat, your sectional. And if you got a woman, you like take every. If you have a woman, oh, let me put this into play. If you got a woman, whatever the fuck you make right then on a monthly basis, double that shit. So he may be right. He may be right. Double what you make. Double what you made. I'm telling you now, because of the fact that ain't nothing more crushing than a girl asking you to buy something and you don't have the money. Oh shit, that sucks. And there is no, and please, if you don't have the money to sustain your lifestyle and to sustain the lifestyle of another woman, please don't go over there talking about some damn 50-50. Don't come over here talking about no damn 50-50. No, it ain't no damn 50-50. Ain't no 50-50. You pay for your gosh damn place. You pay for the places you're staying at, and your woman's supposed to be your gosh damn helper. That's the way it is. That's just how it is. Now, if she could do stuff every once in a while or do her own little work that actually make it so that she could take care of her needs, so she not with you too much about your money, cool. I can understand that. But bro, do not come over here talking about the gosh damn 50-50. You'll make everybody look bad. You'll make everyone look bad as shit. Like really, people will. If people find out about that, Americans find out, expats find out about that, they will hate you. They will hate you. They will set you up. Like gosh damn, don't ever do that stupid ass. Oh, there's one guy who was sitting out there telling us, "Man, yeah, cause my girl, she paid for half the rent." I'm like, fuck. You get American dollars. Like you know for a fact you got the dominant currency that's like 50 times hers, but your ass will sit there and still make that. Bro, that's dirty as fuck. Like honestly, like that's just dirty. That's just dirty.
Okay, I from now on, my videos will be made for people that are either with an online income, or maybe you have a lot of money, or you have something that can sustain you
Hmm.
where you're not necessarily worried about money.
Yes, sir.
You're worried about how can I live there? What visas do I need? What neighborhood do I say? Those people are the people I'm talking to. Okay, I do have programs. I've done several webinars on making money online. That is the step you need to get to before you decide to come to Africa. Do not come to Africa without an online income. Okay, because I've done several consultations with people that should not be trying to come to Africa right now. Okay, I've heard about people that have done consultations with some people that I know that it's two people trying to relocate to Nairobi, Kenya off $500 a month. Now, if you go ask a Kenyan, they'll be like, yeah, I'd be living next to the president for that price. They'll say something like that. I'm telling you right now, 500 US dollars as an American relocating to Nairobi is going to have you living very miserably.
$500 a month in Nairobi will not have you living miserably. $500 a month in Nairobi will have you in what's called the slums. I'm talking about your roof will be made out of metal. Your walls will be made out of metal. When it rains, it will come into your place. It's not just kind of miserably. No, you be living in freaking hell. And to know that somebody actually pitched to him lets me know how uneducated we are as Americans. There's no way in hell you're gonna have 500 gosh damn dollars a month and live in any country, third world or not. I'm like really thinking about this because I've been to a few different countries. I've been to some crazy places, but no, you cannot live anywhere for 500 gosh damn dollars a month like that like, that's 300 for your. That's 300. Okay, so 300 for your daggone rent, and then you just starving for the rest of the time. I guess you can't pay for your internet because I know my damn Safaricom phone home fiber. I know I pay like 3,000 for that. That's about maybe I don't know how much 3,000. Y'all can do it on your own that time. It's 3,000. It's not. It's not. It's kind of cheap, but like I mean, hell, I need it. Like, oh hell no. Oh God, no. Nah, you don't want to do 500 a month. You would never want to do 500 a month. I would say if you get to 1,500, you can consider it. You could consider it. You got to add 1,000 onto your monthly income. Mm-mm, mm-mm, no. And then you're not living in Nairobi. You're not living in Nairobi at all. You're not. You may live in Nakuru. You may live in Nakuru, but you're not living in Nairobi. Mm-mm. All right. So once again, so far, like I mean, and once again, let me make sure I put this out there. His expat freedom system, his course where he teaches people how to actually live outside the country. It's 20 fucking dollars only. Like honestly, like I'm literally corroborating everything he's saying, and if he has extra information on how you could do more, it's worth it because the nigga's not lying. He's not lying about anything so far. If he does come up on bullshit, I'm gonna tell you. But like 4,000, 3,000, 4,000. I mean, I guess he just wants high end clients. But nah, like for the most part though, he's spot on. He's spot on. I mean, dead ass serious. Like honestly, and you really shouldn't be trying to leave the United States and come over here with like $1,000 a month, $500 a month. Anyways, you're gonna make yourself and all Black Americans look like shit. But
Guys, don't do business with Airbnb.
I don't
Airbnb
like
has
this
to be
one.
one of the worst companies that I've ever
This one I
experienced.
will get
Not
on.
to mention, thinking that they have some of the best properties that you can rent all around the world. But all it takes for you to get to be removed off of their platform is for somebody to call and say you're part of the Epstein files, and they don't do any investigation. They
All
don't do.
right, I'm gonna actually jump on this one. This one I'm gonna actually speak on. Look, Airbnb is perfect for Kenya. It's perfect for any place you go in the world. Austin was dealt a really bad fucking hand, and I actually feel bad for him on that one. I actually feel for Austin on that one. Like not being able to use Airbnb as a platform, it's fucking incredible. It's incredible. If you have access to it, use it. Just don't do anything stupid. Please don't fucking piss off people and don't ever say the word passport, bro. Around Kenyans ever. Gosh damn. Or anybody else in any other country. But Airbnb is perfect. Like Austin's just pissed off at them at the moment. But no. No. You ain't gotta hate on
If you guys don't
Airbnb.
know, I do consultations and I run a business about helping people learn about relocating to Africa. There's hundreds of videos I have on this channel that you can watch right now to teach you about 11 different African countries and relocate.
All right, let me look and see where I'm at. I got one person in here. Okay, I only got one person in here. Whoever that one person is, thank you for being here. Greatly appreciate it. But right now, the more I think about it, it is like what 6 o'clock in the gosh damn 8 o'clock in the damn morning. And I am okay, two people. I was really about to just see if y'all just stay here and y'all stop running away, I would do this for longer. I just want y'all to understand that. Like, it's really hard for me to actually. And please, as you come in, please like and comment. Just like and comment. You ain't got to stay for too damn long. But honestly, it's hard for me to do this when I don't have an audience. That's what really makes it so that I I really just don't make videos like that. I'm too busy actually focusing on working, making my money, and doing what the fuck I gotta do. I got people that I want to uplift around me right now. I got places that I want to go. I got so much else going on in my life, and I would love to actually be able to tell you guys exactly what's great in traveling and who's lying, who's not. I would love to do this, but it's so freaking hard when I got one gosh damn person looking at me. Right now it's two. And like off of two, I will keep going. But the moment that person's internet flickers just a little bit, I know for a fact I'm gonna be mentally thinking about leaving again. And it's like, I mean, look, if you're gonna at least come in, just bro, all I ask is please like, comment, subscribe. That's it. That's it. So that way I can kind of start fighting these algorithms because I don't put out that many videos. Like I literally rely on people rewatching my shit. People rewatching my shit, and if they rewatch it, hopefully I get enough view time. You know what I'm saying, and all the other craziness, so that way I can go ahead and bump up in the algorithm. So I mean, I'm just throwing it out there, but I'm gonna keep going because there's two people here, and this is so sad for me. It's so sad for me going from a channel with 1,500 subscribers and going all the way down, all because of Sunset Ray Smith. That bitch. All right. Anyways, with that being said, let's continue.
To them. And out of all those countries I've been to, my number one picked destination is Nairobi, Kenya.
Mm.
Everybody that calls me 90% of the time wants to know about Nairobi, Kenya. And that's why I say that it will always win. It's still my favorite country. It's just right now I cannot handle the aspect of constantly partying and everything else that comes with being in Nairobi. Now,
Now, see, that's one thing. Austin lives that lifestyle. You do not have to constantly party. Let me tell you what Nairobi is really good for. Nairobi is good for finding some of the best fake shoes on earth. You can go and get Christian Louboutin, Christian Dior, or Louis Vuittons that are fake as fuck but look real as shit. These motherfuckers, like, yo, you can go to Nairobi and get some of the flyest fake shit on earth. Like, I mean, it was like that in the Philippines too, but the Philippines quality is just so much better. It's so much better. Oh my gosh. Philippines and China. China was good too. China was really good. Like, I mean, you can get like damn near, you can get in China right now a Rolex. You would pay $5,000 for that Rolex, but that Rolex would actually pass every inspection almost in the United States. And if you took it to the right pawn shop, you could get about 10, 15,000 out of it. I'm not trying to tell people how to come up on bread like that, but I'm just saying. Like you literally like whatever shoe that is in um that's come out. Like I remember the what was it? It was the what was it? The Gatorade Air Force Ones. Then it was the Air Force Ones with off white. And they had the yellow ones, the blue ones, the university blue ones, and stuff like that. Dude, you can literally get those same shoes that sold when they first came out for 150, then bumped up to 3,000 freaking dollars online. You can literally get them and they will pass every quality measure because of the fact that China, Philippines, places like that, that's where those shoes are made. So damn near you're getting the exact freaking shoe. It's just it doesn't go through all the bells and whistles that Nike requires for it. You can get that for like absolutely $50, bro. Like really, you can get that probably for 30. If you're in Thailand, you can get it for like the low low. I mean, like you gotta understand over there in Asia, like everything that's made, it comes from there. You can like they're so serious about fakes and how good they are with it. You could literally go to. I remember in the Philippines there was someone who made a car. It wasn't a Mercedes. It wasn't a Ford. It was there was no freaking make a model. They just made a car and they just called it something. I forgot what it was called. But gosh damn it, bro, bro. Fakes over there in Asia is incredible, and they are really good. They're not incredible, but they're really good in Africa and Nairobi. And Nairobi, now Nairobi, you want to go to Nairobi? Don't go nowhere else. I had glow in the dark Yeezys at one point in time.
Now, for you guys that don't know, sorry, my light turned off. I forgot to plug it in. So a lot of people will hear me, and this is probably my fault for saying this. A lot of people will hear me say, hey, you can survive in Nairobi, Kenya for 1,100 US dollars per month, meaning that you have rent,
Damn.
electricity, water, internet, food in your belly, and you have transportation by using Uber or Bolt, right?
Hmm.
That does not mean that is all you need. For some reason, whenever I say I had to stop saying that because I'm setting you guys up for failure indirectly. I'm telling you guys what you guys would need to make baseline to have the basic needs. But what that attracts is people that have $1,100 to their name. Okay.
Every god.
That doesn't
What?
attract people that have income that doesn't mean you're a bad person. I'm just saying you're making a bad decision because these places like Kenya and like Uganda, Tanzania, a lot of these developing countries do not have food stamps, do not have Section 8. So if you don't have
Mm.
any money to eat, if you don't have
Then
money,
you're screwed. You should never go if that's the baseline. Okay, so he's around where I said. I said 1,500. No, so he's saying like, all right, 1,100. Technically, yeah, that's what you would need to actually just be there and live comfortably. Yes, you would live comfortably off of $1,100 a month. You absolutely would. But would you live comfortably and be able to go out? Would you be able to afford a girlfriend? Hell no. 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 You can't have no girlfriend. If that girlfriend has kids, like no. No, 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 no. If that girlfriend has anything and they would never be able to live with you. It would kill you. It would kill you. Don't ever expect just to have $1,100 and expect for that to come in every damn month and you'd be okay unless you tricking. Now if you tricking it's a little bit different cause I mean you can go and get some cheap ass you know. But anyway, that's the point. Let's go to the next one. So far, Austin, $20 to get all this knowledge. Well, this knowledge is free, but it seems like what he has to say is real. He's putting all the real shit out there, like stuff that you need just to actually make a well informed decision about going to Nairobi. It seems like bro actually put it out there. I can't call him a scammer yet. I can't.
I don't think that everybody should leave the United States
Fuck
again,
no.
because everybody
No.
does not understand. A lot of you guys are not culturally ready to leave the United States. A lot of you guys don't have a why. Okay, and I'm gonna go over the whys again. That could be you are upset with the high cost of living, the high taxes in the United States. You're upset with drag queens going to elementary schools to talk to kids. Maybe you are upset with being forced to be gay, as it may seem. You know, I'm not trying to single out gay people. I have no problem with it, but I'm just saying that there is an agenda. It seems to make everybody want to be gay. Maybe you don't like that. Okay, maybe you don't like MAGA protests and race wars in the middle of the streets all the time. There's something wrong with the dating market in the United States. You know, maybe there's something wrong with the marriage laws and you're a Christian guy and you want to get married. Okay. Maybe that
Let me make sure I say this. Anything you knew about dating and getting someone pregnant in the United States, come to King if you want to. Come to King. It ain't the same. It, mm-mm. No, 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 no. The devil is a lie. Rebuke that in the name of Jesus right now. No, no, no. You'll be all right. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Oh hell no! See, like now, that's one thing that makes like the dating structure within Kenya so much more prevalent. Because if you have a child with someone, that woman's going to try her best to keep you. Because of the fact that she knows damn well doing it by herself will freaking suck with an extra baby. Nah, bruh, it's not the same. They ain't no, oh, we taking your freaking your check every damn month. I can't wait until my son turns 18 so I ain't gotta pay no more of that shit. I'm so ready. I'm so fucking ready. You have no idea. Bro, it's so real. It's so real. It's so different.
maybe those are your problems. The solution literally is to get a
Child
passport and go
support
to another
alone.
country. It's really that bad. Like it's really
Yeah,
that bad
it
to
really
that's the
is.
point. If you think the United States is going to get better, it's going to get worse
Wow, no.
and even worse before it gets better. I think it's going to be it's probably the worst it's been since we had civil rights. I think we had more peace in between here and there. So
And one of my things is, hold on,
now
before
the
I start the next one out, one of my things is that it's really hard to actually marry in the United States. I mean, feel free, like, and anybody, like, feel free to disagree with me, but if you get married there and you divorce, even with a prenup, they have ways of getting around. There's ways to get around like the nooks and crannies of a prenup to get the right gosh damn law that was passed at the right gosh damn time to make it so that your ass is paying for every gosh damn thing for the rest of your life. If not, at least in the next few years, it will actually take away from what you have. And then on top of that, if you had a child, I mean, God bless the child, but damn it, that wasn't a blessing for you in your pockets, bro. Like, really, that is crazy. It's crazy. It's like out here, like women date with a purpose. Like they date with a purpose because they know for a fact they not trying to go get nobody else, especially at the age of 30. I'm talking about age 30. They like, look, you get me pregnant, we together. We go together, we stuck together. Type Oh, you don't like how I am? Well, oh, this is the perfect thing for anybody looking to date. Oh, you don't like how I am? Then make me the way you want me to be. That's what they say. That's what they say. You don't like this about me? Make me this way. You don't like this? You don't like what clothes I wear? Change my clothes. You don't like the way I talk about this? Tell me I change it. You don't like the fact that I'm getting a bit too overweight? Put me in a gym. That's how they are here. That's how they are here. So different. So different. There's some stuff that Austin ain't telling y'all ass. Look, man, I hope I'm not. I hope I'm not like throwing anything out there that bro maybe telling people behind closed doors of this $20 paywall. But yo, real talk. it's so different. It's so different. Yeah, you're gonna have to end up having a little bit of cash on you. Yeah, but at the exact same time, you can live out this bit. You can buy a house. You can buy an apartment. You can buy an apartment complex. If you do it the right way, you can finance one. Go ahead on and have that actually make money for you. That's the whole reason why I was in the Philippines, because I wanted to set my shit up there, because I know people go to the Philippines and people go to Thailand and people go to Africa and stuff like that. So I'm trying to make it so I retire at 50. But yeah, nah, bro, on point on that one.
Hard truth is, again, it's not cheap to move your entire life, especially if you have a family.
All right, one more thing. Let me make sure I say, because I got two more people in here. Thank you for the two people who stayed, because I was watching. You motherfucker, I was watching like a motherfucker. Thank you guys for staying here. I greatly appreciate it. If you can do me a favor, make sure you hit the like button. It actually deals with the algorithm. I can keep going. The more I had, if I have a couple of people in here, I don't mind continuously talking. But when people start dropping out, like it did right there, I start losing my motivation to keep talking. If we can just go ahead on, even if you come in just for a brief moment, hit that like button, go ahead and leave a comment. Yo, look, Negro was here, and then just be out. I don't give at this point. If it gets below a certain amount of people, and I'm sitting up here giving out all this incredible wisdom, and no one's watching, it, you know what I'm saying? Shoot. But now let's keep going through Austin's joint.
To other countries, and a lot of these places, especially in Africa, don't have cheap visas. Okay, if you want to move to Kenya, it's going to be very expensive to get a visa. If you want to move to Namibia, it's going to be very costly to get a visa. That's why I
Eh,
said everybody can't do this. If you, for
my age
example,
was only
if you don't
100.
marry a Namibian, or if you don't
I
have a
think.
baby with a Namibian, and you want to stay here longer than that tourist visa allows, they don't even
Oh
have a
yeah, you gotta pay
retirement
for
visa.
that
Your literal option is only to invest in the country and open up a business. So yes, you have to make a big, or you have to invest a certain amount of money, like buy an apartment. So yes, you have to make
though.
a big time dedication to come live here long term.
Mm,
These are things that you need to know before you up and say, "Oh,
mm-hmm.
Austin likes Namibia. I'm going to go over there and move over there." And it takes a lot more thought process. Okay, I'm a digital nomad. I make money online. Okay, so I can. Okay, I'm tired of Namibia. I'm gonna go to the next country. I'm not worried about long term visas unless if I know for
And let me make sure I say this. Austin is in a very all right, this is the one part where I wouldn't agree with Austin on. Like, he can tell you how he got into being a digital nomad, and how he ended up making the money that he did by doing YouTube and stuff like that. But if he's telling you to be a content creator, it's not that easy. Austin had like this, like the stars aligned for Austin. Austin was the face of this brand called Passport Bros at one point. At one point, I totally understand the fact that he's no longer the face of Passport Bros, and he totally disowned them. Got it. But at one point in time, he was. That boosts his popularity and boosted his algorithms up so gosh damn high that it was lightning in a fucking bottle. You cannot recreate that unless there's some other new wave that's coming out. So when it comes to Austin, his situation was just the right time, right day, right time, right branding. Right, Brandon. I tried to get into Passport Bros. I tried to say I was a Passport Bro. Then it was like I understood how that was gonna go, because it's like I could never be a part of like just that fraternity. And then at one point in time, I actually just caved in and said, "All right, fuck it, I'm a Passport Bro." But I mean, even then, someone actually, like a group of people, shouts out to DJ Torch, actually ended up getting me to actually walk back on that. It's like, yeah, Austin's situation is just very, very, very special. Like, it's like God had this for him.
the fact I want to be there long term. You, on the other hand, probably don't have that same ability. Maybe it's a
I
family of
don't
two or
like that
three of
nigga.
y'all.
I think that's why I don't like that nigga, because he literally got everything. He got everything, and then like Yeah, what did he lose? Maybe a Airbnb. I just be hating, son. Like, yo, for real. He lost Airbnb. Okay, all right, okay. But yeah, like nah, like Austin's not a bad person. Like I used to say, he was a good kid. Can't call him a good kid anymore. He's all right, man. So far, so far, I'm still looking for anything that's wrong. I want him to be wrong. I want him to lie to y'all, so I could be like, this nigga's lying so hard. Like, gosh damn. Ugh.
So if you guys have money and you're watching something like this, you are listening to an opportunity to actually build bigger generational wealth down the line. Like imagine if you would have invested in Singapore before it was Singapore, or imagine if you would have invested in South Korea right after the Korean War in the 50s. That is literally what this time is now for the developing world. So again, imagine going to South Korea in 1956. That's like coming to
Okay, look, the U.S. dollar does have a really big dictation, and this is the part where it's like this is where the nerd in me comes out. This is where the nerd comes out. Investing in Africa is volatile as fuck. If you invest in Africa, it does not mean that in 5 years it will fucking it's going to increase for real. It does not always mean that way. It's not always that way. It has to be turns of events and on a global scale. And on a global scale, see the reason why most people in Wall Street actually invest in things within the United States is because of the fact that the United States isn't as volatile, meaning that it's not as unpredictable. You can kind of damn near predict everything off of a candle chart on on an on a graph. But it's not that easy when it comes to Kenya. Now, don't get me wrong. Investing in Kenya, you can't make your money back, but you can lose money in the long run. You can. You can. It's very volatile. It's not a safe investment. Don't think it is. Now, if you're investing in a house for yourself, that's safe. If you decide that you want to move somewhere else, but you want to just rent that house out, not so much safe, yeah. But investing in Kenya like that, companies go belly up all the gosh damn time. So this is the first time I'm gonna actually call Austin out on this bullshit. That's a bullshit. Nah, 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 nah. I don't give a fuck how developing the country is right now. There's still so much that needs to be happening in Kenya. Like if you seen the place that I had as a bar, it was a shit shack. It was a shit shack. But people came in and drank what was called keg. Keg is nothing more than a beer. It's just some shitty, nasty beer that goes flat in 15 seconds after someone pours it out of the motherfucking spout. That shit was trash. One day I could charge about maybe 60 King shillings for beer. The next day I have to lower it. No, like prices do fluctuate, volatile market. I call bullshit.
Kenya
Finally.
or
It's the first time, by the way. I went through all these goddamn videos. It's the first time I'm calling it bullshit, and it's only off of my experience, by the way. My experience, by the way. And now, and I could even still be wrong at this point. But I mean, for the sake of this, hell, I'm never wrong. Fuck it. He's wrong. Shit.
Tanzania in 2026. Okay.
Yep, there we go.
So
Man, I was
this is
waiting for that
probably
to
going to
happen.
be your last
And
chance to
this is the reason why I love this. I loved it. I was waiting for y'all asses to go down to one. All right, so there's only one person here. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the fuck back off of here. I'm back right the fuck off. Get the fuck off because of the fact that I don't want to do this anymore. I want to go to sleep so I can go to work tonight. So you guys have a really good day. Yo, it's your guy Ali. Peace. Like, subscribe, all that good shit. Peace. Hell no, don't you come in here now. Shit. Your ass was off. Shit.